deadlifting is safe for the back because you are not lifting the bar with your back. Okay, so what does that mean? So the two primary movers of the deadlift are the hips and the knees right here. And those are the two muscles that are primarily responsible for getting the bar from the floor to lockout. And your back does not lift the bar. The back's role in the deadlift is to isometrically contract, to hold the spine in rigid extension the entire time, and to keep the spine in one spot. So whenever you are deadlifting, your back, whenever you set your back tight, so set your back, so this is rigid, and so whenever the back is rigid, you can stop. Whenever the back is rigid, it transmits force better than whenever the back is not held in rigid extension, which means that the energy produced by the hips, by the knees, goes down the back, to the arms, to the hands, to the bar. And that is why the bar moves from the floor to lockout. And during all this, the back is getting stressed on both sides. It is getting stronger, and it is becoming more resistant to injury. So in the deadlift, another reason why the deadlift is safe for the back is the ergonomics of the deadlift. So looking at this bar, so basically the bar is a steel rod with plates on each side, and a big part of this is it is symmetrical. So that means that it is stressing equally the left and the right side of the back, the left and right side of your entire body, and the back and the front, as well as we can load a bar in the deadlift as low as 25 pounds or as high as 1,000 or more. And we can use increments in poundage to go from quarter-pound jumps all the way to 100-pound jumps. And that means that it is effective for every trainee possible, as well as we can modify the starting position to just above the knee, below the knee, but just above the floor. For anybody, it can work. And so a big portion of the ergonomics is teaching the deadlift. So go ahead, take your stance, heel shins an inch from the bar. So take your grip without bending your knees. Bend your knees till your shins touch. Pick your chest up and slide the bar up your leg. And down. And this is important so you can stand up, because we can teach and reproduce the same exact rep every single time when compared to other bars like the trap bar, and we can use the same reproducibility to keep it safe, because whenever the back is in the same position as it was on rep 1 and rep 3, rep 5 for 3 months, the back is getting stronger in a controlled environment. And another common argument as to why the deadlift is not safe for the back is shear. And so what is shear? Shear is the sliding force that happens whenever one part of of something is sliding past the another part of the same object. And so whenever you are, so to take your grip on the deadlift, so whenever your back is in this position, your vertebrae, one part of it is trying to go up and the other part of it is trying to go down. The one vertebrae is going up, one vertebrae is going down, and so you can stand up. And that's what it is. Well, okay, what is supporting the spine? So the spine, I'm going to kind of turn you around. So the spine is supported primarily by the traps, which are the big muscles up in the cervical and thoracic regions of the spine, the lats, which go from the sacral, lumbar, and a little bit of the thoracic region, and the spinal erectors that go all the way from the cervical to the thoracic to the lumbar and the sacral, and they connect and insert and originate in various regions of the spine. And so what this means is this is a lot of muscle mass, a lot of tissue that is supporting the spine, as well as, as well as the way that the spine is constructed. So there's vertebrae, which are the bony processes, which have bony processes on them called transverse processes, which all of the muscles that I talked about hook into, as well as there's discs in between each vertebrae, which prevent grinding of bone on bone, as well as it helps absorb shock and resist compression. And this allows for the spine to be more resistant to more forces. Now, the spine is really good at resisting compression, tension a little bit more, but it is not good at dealing with twisting motions. And twisting under load is most likely going to be it's going to be the highest likelihood that you will get hurt whenever you are moving around in your day-to-day life. And something you will notice is that the deadlift does not have any twisting motions involved because your feet are symmetrical, your body is symmetrical. This is a very controlled environment to get your back stronger. And whenever you get your back stronger through the deadlift, it means that you are less susceptible to injuries and things that would have hurt you in the past whenever you were weaker. And once you start deadlifting and your back and your whole entire body gets stronger, you will now not be hurt by those activities. You'll be less resistant to injury, and you'll be able to maintain a healthy back and a healthy lifestyle.